Welcome everyone. Today I'm with two very inspiring individuals, Sybil and Colton. How are you both doing today?
Really good.
Good.
Thanks.
How are you?
I'm not doing too bad. I appreciate the both of you taking the time out of your day to do this call. But the first question I want to ask you is, you know, when you were first looking into this, what what was the thing that was kind of like stopping you to get inside of the Amazon space?
Like I seen a few Instagram ads of it and whatnot, and I just kind of thought like too good to be true. Like it wouldn't really work for me. So that was my first thought around it. And then I never really dove into actually pursuing it because I just kind of seen, oh, that would be nice to have, but it's probably not for me.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good point because there's a lot out there. I'll be honest. Like there is a lot of different things out there, and it's hard to understand like what's too good to be true, like you said, and what can you trust, what has the most potential upside. And in the end, like what made you decide to kind of like hop in this with me and everything inside of the program over, going with someone else, let's say.
Yeah. So it was actually like an account that I followed, like a business account that suggested to follow these 10 people. So I ended up following you from that. And then you reached out to me via DM, and that was kind of like bridge the gap of it being like not real to becoming real. Like it's a real person behind the account and has real advice. So that's kind of what made me get started.
I like that. And for the both of you, considering that you are running your Amazon stores together, what was like the biggest goal that the two of you wanted to be able to achieve as you were starting all this?
I guess just like pay off some debts pretty much because we did start a business and then had to put down a lot of money for that. So we're kind of just in debt and then both working full-time jobs while running a business. So it is a lot and we kind of wanted to free up some money.
Yeah. And I think eventually like the goal was for Sybil to be able to quit her job and do this more full time while also running the business too. So free up time would be the biggest thing, I think.
Mhm.
And I like the fact that the two of you are not strangers with starting businesses from scratch. I do, you run another business on the side as well. But when you first got started into this, and then within your first 30 days, what has been the biggest achievement in your eyes that you've been able to get at with your Amazon stores?
Probably just hitting like $10,000 in sales in the first month. When you think about it, like random people actually bought $10,000 worth of product from you. It's kind of insane. So that was cool. And then even just getting like our first sale, we're like, wow, like it's really easy to do once
Yeah.
you get started. So it was like, this is definitely achievable.
I love that. And I think that for a lot of people, they might overcomplicate things coming into this. They might feel as though it's this big, complex thing that, is involving so many different moving pieces. But for you guys, what aspect of the program do you feel like has really helped you achieve your first 10K within 30 days?
Yeah. So I think like the course trainings were really good, but like you can obviously rewatch those and you'll have access to those all the time. But actually just having the one-on-one time with you or Isaac has been
Mhm.
really helpful because sometimes you do run into certain situations where you just need an answer on it and kind of direction. And that's been very valuable. So
I'm happy for that because honestly, like that's something that we take a lot of pride in is offering the lifetime mentorship because it's important for us to be there with you guys every single step of the way. And as you grow, the more problems you're going to have, and it's just important for us to be there with you as you go through, those growing pains, I guess you can say. And what would you say for any person or any couple like yourselves that are thinking about doing this, but are kind of like on the fence about, making the investment or thinking about, oh, this is too good to be true?
I think you just got to like jump in. You can start thinking about all the problems that might happen before you even act on it and then kind of get in your own head. But if you just jump in and actually commit to it, like in my mind, it would be really, really hard to actually fail at it. Maybe even impossible if you just continue to stick with it. So that would be my advice is just jump into it. And then like you offer guarantees as well. So that's extremely reassuring that even if this might not be right for you, at least you're guaranteed that you can stop at any time.
Also, you will have some days that you can't find any products, and then some days where you're just on a roll. So in the days where you can't seem to find anything, just know that tomorrow might be better and you might get 10 listings.
Yeah, I think that's a very, very good point because sometimes people might get a little bit discouraged when
Yeah.
they spend some time one day and then they're like not finding anything. But so long as you can actually persist to do a little bit more product research, the next day you might hit the jackpot. For you guys, considering that you are running this together, how do you feel like you've been able to divvy up your time or divvy up your tasks amongst each other?
Yeah. So like any business we have, I come up with all the ideas and Sybil does all the work. So um, not exactly, but Sybil's doing most of the fulfilling of the orders and stuff. And then I do a lot of product research, which is really good because she's a lot better at kind of that sort of task, whereas I can look into the future and kind of dream a little bit or just find products. So
Sybil, do you agree?
Yeah, we balance each other out.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that you guys both have a great balance. Hence why your Amazon store is at the point that it's at right now. But the beautiful part about this is, it's just the beginning, right? It's just the start of it all. And I think that you both have a lot more to be able to accomplish with your Amazon storefronts. And especially being on the Canadian side of things as well, it just goes to show that it's not only the US side that's the most profitable or what my people might seem it to be. There's a lot to be able to, profit from if you are a Canadian seller. And for the both of you, I appreciate you taking the time to actually hop on this call and tell your story because it allows other people that are in a similar position as you to understand that if you have partners or if you have someone else that are looking to do this with you, hopefully they can balance themselves out as well as both, you guys have been able to as well.